Will red flag laws apply to artists? Hope y'all can hear this. I got some ear pods in, and we'll see. If it doesn't work well, you will never see this. I'll not post it. Anyway, I don't like these ear pods, man. It makes the music I listen to kind of tingy. I like a heavier, deep bass line, because the bass line thumps. All right, anyway, so I just listened to some old metal, hardcore, punk rock, and on my walk, I said, interesting, these lyrics. I wonder if someone were to read these lyrics on a piece of paper, if they're incite red flag laws where people could not own firearms. And people said, well, not a musician, not a guy who's in a band. Okay, so red flag laws of 22-year-old kid making threats if he puts it to a song, that escapes the red flag laws, as long as it's in a song, huh? Or in a book, if it's in a book. Well, Mein Kampf, all right, well, red flag laws apply to Mein Kampf. Well, that wasn't fiction. It kind of was fiction. Just some dude's rambling thoughts. I haven't read it. I will not read it because it's silly. So, what actually is red flag laws? Saying something on the internet, i.e. via typing? All right, well, what do you think a lyric is? A lyric can be found very easily. Some of these old school lyrics, it doesn't even have to be old. I just listen to stuff I've listened to in my past. I'm sure there are other bands who are saying stuff that should be a violation of red flag laws right now. Putting it to art, music, artistry, song, poetry, books. But because those are put into art, and what exactly is art? Well, art is in the eye of the beholder, right? Like beauty, same with art. Well, as long as it's art, we can't go after people. And just, you can imagine, my friends, let's just say Tipper Gore, just use that for example, because in the 80s, everyone hated Tipper and Al Gore of the PMRC. This was with the right-wing Democrats. It's just so funny how these people change. It's nuts. Whatever the political winds are at the time, it's not bananas. Whatever the media tells them to be, they be. Anyway, so the Tipper Gore, the modern day Tipper Gore, whoever the hell that is, you know what I'm saying? We'll just say Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton says, oh my goodness. No, it can't be Hillary. Well, I'll just use Hillary Clinton. Oh my goodness, I can't believe that guy is writing these lyrics. But Hillary, Sarah Palin, there we go. Pick on Sarah Palin. Sarah Palin says, oh my goodness, that guy can't be writing those lyrics. The red flag laws. And people, we got to take away his right to own a firearm. And people say, how dare you, Sarah Palin, you Nazi, you PMRC type. That guy's in a band. He's playing music. You can't deny him the right to write lyrics as he sees fit. Yeah, you can see that a mile away. But yeah, if someone just posts something random on Facebook, how dare you not take away that guy's firearms and put him in jail? All right, so if I take a lyric from a band that's, let's just say violent fantasy, and I put it in a Facebook page or, just a random blog post, I'm going to get my firearms taken, confiscated. But if I put it in a song, it won't be. Well, how about the guy who actually wrote the lyrics? Because I didn't write the lyrics. I'm just copying and pasting from a guy who wrote the lyrics and put it on a Facebook post. I'm just using that for example. Violation of red flag laws. Actually singing this song, not a violation. All right, gotcha. So where do we go? Well, it has to be explicitly directed at somebody. Okay, so again, doesn't take a rocket science to say, all right, so if I use you in the general as opposed to a specific person, that's okay. Well, not really. Why? Context. Okay. Context. Some random dude trolling somebody, saying all this stuff, trolling somebody, the general population. That's a violation of red flag laws. But again, if some random dude in general, but I puts in a song, or I puts in a poet, or I puts in a book, or I puts in a piece of art, that's not a violation. You can just see the artist be flipping out. How dare you determine what is art or not with your stupid red flag laws? But if they're right-wing hicks, yes, get them. All right, so right-wing hick in a song, that would be okay to violate his freedoms. But if it's a liberal urban rapper, that's not okay. Or if it's a suburban punk rocker, that won't be okay. Or if it's a rich spoiled brat kid from Boston who goes to SCAD, and I don't know what the art school is up there in Boston, we'll just say, and he writes it on a painting, you can't violate his First Amendment rights. The whole thing's a joke, dude. Well, what's your solution? I don't have a solution, frankly. That's the thing. There is no solution to humans acting as humans. Unfortunately, I absolutely don't believe arm all the teachers. That's crazy. No way. Do you know what these only people say arm all the teachers are people who aren't in touch with teachers on a regular basis. This is not an indictment against all teachers. But there are many whack teachers out there. I certainly don't want them protecting my kids. Hell no. Hell no. Obviously, the solution is to pull your kids out of public school. I know a lot of people can't, so it's not a great solution. I don't know what the other solution is. Make it even more of a prison that these guys are in. Lock up with even more prison-like facilities. Concertina wire around the fence. Put bars on the windows. I mean, what the hell? I mean, it's crazy. There's only so much protection you can have in a free society, my friends. It's nuts. But the issue is the red flag laws, we know for a fact, will be used politically. We know that for a fact. So if you're a right-winger and you subscribe to the idea of red flag laws, you're a friggin' idiot. Because that will be used against you 2 seconds flat. If you haven't seen anything about what happened with the Department of Homeland Security and all this crap, NSA, I don't know what to tell you. You're not a right-winger. And when I say right-winger, I mean someone who respects the Second Amendment, respects the First Amendment, recognizes that you're innocent until proven guilty. And if you haven't committed a crime, you're not guilty of a crime. Now, if someone is explicitly stating, tomorrow I'm going out and doing something in my school, well, obviously that's different. That's a threat. If someone's saying writing about but that's the thing. That is an obviously threat. Other things, what are you going to do, man? And the threat isn't a red flag law. The threat is saying this guy is stating he's going to do this, thus an investigation is warranted. If a guy's just, crap posted on Facebook, what do you do? I don't know, man. I don't have the answer. I just find it funny as I was listening to some of these lyrics, which are very violent, very, let's just put it this way, I remember when I was actually in 11th grade. Miss Hoffman was a math teacher at Blair High School in Silver Spring, Maryland. And I hated school, dude. Hated it like a passion. I don't know how I graduated. I think like the last minute I got enough points in a history test where I was able to graduate like I think a 2.0 or maybe 1.8. I was like number 547 out of 700 kids or something like that in my class. I can't remember. I hated it. I still do. I hate the idea of sitting there having people just ramble on about stupid stuff. I hate it. Anyway, point being, I had written down a lyric from At Dawn They Sleep by Slayer. I'd written it down. This is in 1987, amigos. And Miss Hoffman got it, and I guess I left it in, or so I can't remember what I did. But she came up to me the next day and said, "Hey, I want to talk to you." So what's up, Miss Hoffman? I like Miss Hoffman. She's nice. Anyway, just funny. And she, I don't think she liked me, but she didn't dislike me. She just knew I was along for the ride. But anyway, so what's up, Miss Hoffman? And she goes, "Hey, I just saw this lyric, or this what you had written down." She knows the lyric. What's going on? Is this something we need to investigate? I said, "No, it's just a band. I'm going to go see Slayer. And I like the music." Now, let's just say I did something later on. Could Miss Hoffman be held accountable for, not reporting me? I don't know. Because she didn't. I'm just it's a lyric from a band, a very well-known speed metal band called Slayer. Back then, well known. Now they're hugely known, obviously. But At Dawn They Sleep. Just listen to the lyrics if you want. I love that song. I still do. Could she be a violation? I don't know. Probably. Should we go after Dave Lombardo and Tom Araya and Kenny King or Kenny? What the hell's his name? Jeff King Yeah, Jeff King, that's what it is. Kenny King was the running back for the Raiders, that's right. Jeff King, Tom Araya, Dave Lombardo. Man, I can't believe I'm missing the other guy. I can't remember. Oh boy, I'm getting old. My 52 years on this earth, I'm getting old. Anyway, let's say something happened. Could she be in violation of knowing that she had found a lyric I had used from Slayer and didn't do anything about it? Probably, I don't know. So instead of just going after me, should we go after, we'll just say Tom Araya had written, I think his name Tom Araya, had written the lyric. Should we go after him? Well, he wrote the lyric. Was that an incitement for me? I mean, that's the thing. It's like, where does this stop? Stop with the stupid red flag laws, man. You can't protect yourself from everything. And the facts are, the vast, vast, vast majority of us are just fine. We're going to be safe from violent crime. The idea that America is full of violent criminals ready to jump out at you is just absurd on its face. Stay away from certain areas, and you know those areas, at night. The likelihood of you being violently assaulted is so low to be silly to even concern yourself. I'm sorry, it just is. Doesn't mean you shouldn't take precautions. Well, take precautions means stay away from these areas. Take precautions means own firearms in your home, just in case. You know what I'm saying? The basic prepping stuff. Anyway, I just find it interesting. I'd love to see Sarah Palin go talk about red flag laws and start using them against Slayer and all kinds of bands and hip-hop artists and see how long the red flag laws last. It'd be interesting to see. All right, we'll see you.